It all starts now. Mae'r cyfan yn dechrau nawr. Hae ywle y twysiach ar y nish.
Welcome to the first 2026 episode of Tom and Ben News United Kingdom. Here is the top stories this evening.
Residents of the Isles of Scilly have outshone themselves following Storm Gerretti.
A mother has thanked strangers who rescued her 9-month-old baby from a burning car in Merthyr Tydfil.
And Culture Secretary Lisa Nandy says Greenland's people must decide its own future.
This is Tom and Ben News United Kingdom with...
Ben the Talking Dog.
And Tom the Talking Cat. Noswaitha, Ichiva, good evening. Nigel Farage has insisted Reform UK will not become the Conservative Party 2.0 following the defection of former senior Tory Robert Gerretti.
Writing in the Telegraph, the party's leader said Reform is not a rescue charity for every panicky Tory MP, and any potential defectors would have to be prepared to admit publicly that the previous government broke the country.
Farage said his party will not accept any more defectors after the local elections, which are being held on the 7th of May, but with around 20 former Conservative MPs joining the party in recent months, critics have argued that Reform is becoming a home for failed Tories rather than a new force in British politics.
Ferry fares are set to rise on Stangford and Rathlin Island routes effective from February.
From then, fares on the publicly funded ferry routes between Stangford, Ferry and Ballycastle Rathlin Island will rise by 4.7% depending on the route.
The Department for Infrastructure said the increase is in line with inflation and said it is supportive of both services and provides an ongoing subsidy for the ferry services so that fares can be kept as low as possible.
Residents in a semi-rural Glasgow suburb fear a new housing development and access road will wipe out greenspace and wildlife in the area.
About 400 homes are earmarked for land in the village of Carmyle, which Glasgow City Council says will help tackle the region's ongoing housing emergency.
Campaigners are wanting the funds and resources to go towards other issues in the area, such as repairs to a community centre, rather than the new homes.
A man has been arrested on suspicion of murder after a woman was found injured in a street near Norwich.
Norfolk police were called to Catherine Gardens in Thorpe St Andrew at about 11:45 p.m. on Saturday, and a woman in her 40s was declared dead at the scene.
A man in his 60s was arrested in Durham Road on Sunday morning, with a police spokesperson saying it was thought that the man and the woman knew each other. He remains in police custody.
A mother has thanked two strangers who rescued her 9-month-old baby from her burning car moments before it was engulfed in flames.
21-year-old Alex McLean was driving along the A465 at Merthyr Tydfil at about 1:20 p.m. on Wednesday to take Lila to a playgroup when her car suddenly began to lose power.
After warning lights came on, she pulled into a lay-by, but moments later smoke filled the car and she rushed to get out. When she tried to open the rear door behind the passenger seat and the passenger door, neither would open, and in her panic she did not think to try the other side.
As the flames spread, Wesley Bainan and his uncle Mark Wilding stopped to help, with Wesley managing to enter through the driver's door to free Lila, with Mark pulling her to safety.
The group reunited on Saturday, and Alex, who is from Ebbw Vale in Gleneye Gwent, said Lila would grow up knowing about the men who saved her life, adding she would never forget their heroism.
Iran is more than 10 days into one of the most extreme internet shutdowns in history, with 92 million citizens cut off from all internet services and even disruption to phone and text messaging.
The Iranian government cut off services on January 8th, apparently to stifle dissent and prevent international scrutiny of a government crackdown on protesters.
Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said the internet was cut off in response to what he described as externally directed terrorist operations.
An island community 28 miles off the mainland, which was hit hard by Storm Gerretti, has been hailing the response of local residents.
The storm brought winds of 99 miles per hour to St Mary's in the Isles of Scilly as it moved its way across the Atlantic Ocean towards Cornwall on the 8th of January, causing widespread damage.
The hurricane-force winds blew trees over, with some buildings also being damaged, including a residents' holiday accommodation on the seafront in Hewtown.
The Culture Secretary, Lisa Nandy, has said the UK will not compromise on its position that Greenland's future must be decided by its people.
She said the US President Donald Trump's threats to impose tariffs on the UK and other European allies, including Denmark, over the issue is deeply unhelpful and counterproductive, and that an adult debate with the White House was required.
The plan could see a 10% tariff on goods from Denmark, Norway, Sweden, France, Germany, the UK, the Netherlands and Finland from February, which could later rise to 25% until a deal was struck for a US takeover of the autonomous Danish territory.
Okay, even though Christmas is over, this story is somewhat interesting because when Father Christmas visited Derby, he hoped to spread festive joy by meeting children at a shopping centre.
Unfortunately, though, he ended up being taken to court, all because he entered his car registration incorrectly when paying for a parking ticket.
Father Christmas, also known as Simon Edmonds, is among those to be caught out at the city's Copeland Street car park, where so many drivers have been fined that MPs have been campaigning against the charges.
While some drivers have won cases similar to this, the judge ruled in favour of XL Parking, who run the car park, and ordered Simon to pay a fine of £285.56, including costs.
Numerous other drivers have been sent £100 parking charge notices for not paying quickly enough, including Rosie Hudson, who was asked to pay a staggering £1,906.
Simon visited Derby on the 5th of December 2024, which was more than a year ago, to meet children in a grotto at the Derbian Centre. Plaid Cymru leader or Arweinydd Plaid Cymru, Rhun ap Iorwerth, has said he would prefer to form a minority government than enter a coalition with another party if his party wins the Senedd election.
His comments come after an opinion poll published earlier this week suggested Plaid was on course to win the Welsh election on the 7th of May, with previous polls having suggested Plaid and Reform UK battling to come out on top.
Polling expert Dr. Jack Larner from Cardiff University said the latest poll could see Plaid win 45 seats, which would leave it 4 seats short of a majority in the new 96-seat parliament.
Direct flights between Inverness and Dublin are set to return later this year. Irish operator Emerald Airlines will run the twice-weekly services, which it hopes will be popular with both business and leisure travellers.
The return flights are due to launch on the 21st of May and will be in operation during the afternoon on Thursdays and Sundays.
Glasgow-based regional airline Logan Air stopped its Inverness to Dublin service in 2024.
Let's go to the weather forecast.
That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, have a nice day, and catch you again tomorrow.
You can follow us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Tom and Ben News for UK. And don't forget to hit the like button or follow button, whichever is listed.
You can also follow us on our Blue Sky page, which is bsky.app/profile/T and bnews4uk.bsky.social, and click the follow button.